Alright, I've tried to make this video like several times and not make it an angry rant, but unfortunately I just can't do it and I can't hold it back anymore. I'm going to drop some breadcrumbs, I'm going to connect some dots for you about this whole fucking Trump administration, and I just want you to pay attention. I want you to keep in line with me about what it is that I'm fucking saying. So this guy has literally attacked our way of food between getting rid of the migrants, which were working on the farms, also cutting the SNAP for people that are able-bodied. Yeah, I guarantee you he's going to find a way to cut it for people that are not able-bodied. I'll bet a bottom dollar on that. The dollar I don't have, all right? 2, the medical. He's sitting there and cutting down the CDC, or he's trying to. He's been attacking it viciously, the same way that he was attacking every other person that pretty much spoke out against him, all right? Now, even though it was the White House that sent the order to fire the head of the CDC, it still has to come from him directly. 3, the housing. He's trying to sit there and make sure that all of us that either can't afford housing, or if you don't have housing, you go to fucking jail. Now, why does all this matter? I don't know if TikTok is going to flag this or not, but he's starting a war inside. It's a civil war, baby. We're in a civil war. All right? And it's poor versus fucking rich. I don't know in what way, if me or someone else can make someone actually see it like that, because, like, if you were trying to take over a country, realistically, and you were already in a place of power that you could actually do that, what would you do? Cut off their food supply, cut off their health, make housing impossible to obtain, make living impossible to obtain. You picking it up now? Good. Now here's the whole thing. All of this is already in play. Already everyone is feeling the ramifications of it. But what's going to happen in the next 6 to 12 months? And I don't think that's what people are realizing. Like with him militarizing blue states and keeping people pretty much at bay right now, he himself is enticing riots. I'll tell you why. When you have a military that is, and I know the National Guard's not military, but they're supposed to defend us against the military in case, say, someone became president and wanted to become a dictator and use the military against us. Well, legally he can't do that, but he can send the National Guard, which the National Guard is in place for that exact same reason. If a president became a dictator and tried to use the military, we have the National Guard. Every state has a National Guard that a governor can call forth to go attack the military, all right? We don't have that no more because he took it from us. Let's be honest about that. So, as the riots ensue, because there are going to be riots that are going to happen, I guarantee you, all right? He is going to start putting into play that because all these states are rioting, what's going to happen to the U.S. next? Martial law, curfews. Is this all sounding familiar? Is this all sounding scary yet? Because it's already happening. DC is pretty much under a curfew, even though it's not legally out there. People don't go outside after a certain time of night. Why? Because there's military, there's National Guard, police, and I roaming the streets day in and day out. Now, as this progresses, people that are already having food scarcity right now are going to start starving. When people start starving, they start doing stupid things, which means that they're going to either A, start attacking people to get money, attacking people that are coming out the grocery store to get their food, C, starting to go and attack the grocery stores itself. And you're like, as long as it's under $1,000, it's not fucking grand theft larceny or anything like that. Yes, that's true. But understand how this guy has just been like writing executive orders to put it into law, and then as he writes it, people just start fucking following it. It's supposed to happen, right? Like the whole flag burning thing. The guy that got arrested was literally let out like an hour or two later. There went that whole year in fucking jail for burning the flag, because here's the whole thing. They didn't charge him with burning the flag. They charged him for fucking setting a fire in a public place, which, like, once again, I said, is going to happen to the homeless population. They're going to pick them up. They're going to say, listen, either you can go to a jail or you can go to a shelter. Which do you choose? And it's like, I'm not going to a shelter when you're going to jail. And then when they go to jail, especially if it's going to be a cashless fucking bail, because he's already doing it in DC, he wants it nationwide, they're going to give them an ultimatum. All right, so here's the thing. We got you for doing this in a public spot. We can either give you this much jail time, or you can go work on the farm. I guarantee you that's coming. I guarantee you that's coming. And here's the whole thing. Here's what's the scariest part of this whole situation. They keep having to be the hats of fucking Trump 2028, right? And as we know, this is his second term. He can't go a fucking third term, right? What he's going to try to do is either A, he's going to incite martial law so that hands can exchange for the presidency during that time. He's going to just try to abolish it and stay a third term anyway. Because Newsom made a remark that made me really sit there and think about this. Why would anyone put a $200 million ballroom into a house that they're no longer going to stay at? That's realistically speaking, right? If a man and a woman were together, hypothetically, all right, I'm just hypotheticals. They were about to divorce. They knew that they were going to finalize the divorce in 8 months. And then that guy decides to put in an Olympic-sized pool in his backyard. Like, unless he intended to stay and keep the house, he wouldn't do that. Same thing. Same fucking thing. And the thing is, he's doing this in a way where it's keeping us divided, because not only is it red versus blue, but now the race wars are fucking back. And my view on that is, if you're in a place where you go to the same corner store, you go to the same supermarket, you have exchanges and you're civil and you actually share a laugh, like, those are your neighbors, right? That's just what it is. We're all poor. We don't have a color. We're broke. That's our color. Broke. I'm broke, you're broke. And that's the way it should be. Like, we need more unity now than fucking ever, man. Because there are people that are disabled. There are people that, like, there's so many people that are vulnerable to this thing. Those that at least have the backbone or the balls to fucking fight this dude need to come together, because that is our common enemy. It's not each other. We need to stop fucking attacking each other, man. It's literally the poor versus the rich. If you're poor, you're my brother. If you're rich, you can go fuck yourself. And that's the way, and I'll fucking stand on that every goddamn day, baby. Anyway, it's enough of my rant from an old man today. Thank you for stopping by. Like, comment, if you want, share. I appreciate you. And as always, friends, please, for the love of God, stay safe out there.